Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Hey everybody, happy Monday. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. And guess what?
What?
We match. Every time.
She loves it when we match. I'm sorry, we really do today.
I do. It's fantastic.
We got a great show lined up today, and I hope everybody's going to stick around and watch it. And
that's right.
We do match.
We do match. It's wonderful. Great show coming up, but first let's check out our weather.
All right, it's Severe Weather Awareness Week in the states of North and South Carolina all week long. We're going to be detailing some stuff out for you so you can be aware and start working on your severe weather plan. Today, the differences between outlooks, watches, and warnings. Outlooks are given days in advance. This is not something that is issued by the National Weather Service, but it's something for you to know that we are watching for a potential of some severe weather within the week. A watch is issued about 12 to 24, even 36 hours out. That's when atmospheric conditions are favorable for the development of some sort of severe weather, and a warning meaning it is imminent. If you are under a warning, you are under the highest level. The severe weather is happening at that second, and you want to seek shelter and go ahead and activate your emergency plans. All right, we'll be talking about that all week long. Today, we're talking about sunshine, though. Highs in the 50s and 60s, mostly sunny skies. But the pollen, I am convinced the trees, their sole job is to attack us. That is because the pollen is just inundating portions of the cities. We are in that high, approaching the extreme level for tree pollen today. But we do have a storm system coming our way tomorrow. That storm system bringing with it some warmer air, but also plenty of moisture. That moisture in the form of rain will actually help suppress the pollen in the afternoon hours, reaching the PD around 2 o'clock, the Grand Strand around 5. It kicks out offshore by midnight. Really not a lot of rain with this system, about 1/4 of an inch expected for many locations. I think the overdone areas inland are just that, overdone. Saturday looks absolutely beautiful. Sunday, we're watching a system, and consider this your severe outlook. We are going to be watching Sunday for the potential for some sort of strong storms. Whether it's here or whether it's farther south or north of us has yet to be determined. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. Breezy on our Wednesday as that cold front goes through, and it brings back that cooler air Thursday and Friday. And like I said, tomorrow's system, very easy, negligent in the way of affecting your day. Sunday, we'll be watching.
You know what I'm excited about?
What's that?
Saturday. Did you see that
Saturday's
weather?
going to be beautiful.
That's right. Do you have a car show Saturday?
That's right. We got a car show coming up.
All right. Got a few things to talk about today. Before we get our show started, we're going to talk first about Surf Water Promotions. Surf Water Promotions over there off Holmestown Road. They do all of our promotional items here at the station. Cups, hats, pins, anything you want they can do for you. And if you need a new logo done or just revamped, you can sit down with some of their graphic design people, get a new logo, and get some great promotional materials. They can do one t-shirt, they can do 1,000 t-shirts, and they always do a fantastic job. Go over, check out Surf Water Promotions right over there off of Holmestown Road in Surfside.
And don't forget, they'll wrap your car too if you want it. They put your face
you got a belated birthday surprise out there.
No, I want to talk a little bit about the Haberdashery Gentleman's Clothing over in Conway. Let me tell you now, they've got a lot of stuff over there. But right now, we're talking about Coastal Carolina's collegiate wear by Smathers and Branson, Needlepoint. Now, this is the only place you can find this. I'm talking about belts, key fobs, and leather Koozies. I'm sorry, I misspelled that. And they allow you to show off your team spirit. You know, we got silk ties and bow ties, too. And they're all designed right there at Haberdashery. So this is the only place they're exclusively right now at Haberdashery if you want to go by and show your team spirit.
And if you need some new clothes as well, they can help you out there too. Nice new shirt, Cecil.
Thank you. I picked this up the other day. All right,
You
we're talking
are
about,
so welcome.
Let's see, we had another card here. I don't know what happened to it.
Well, I don't either.
Yes, it's
Oh,
the
well.
barbecue. It's coming up at Surfside Beach, and I have forgotten the date on it. Is it this weekend? Yep, it's this weekend, Saturday, right there on Surfside Drive, the big Surfside Barbecue Festival. And
all right, we'll go
that's
out
where
and
you
check
need
it
to go.
out. Yeah,
Check it out.
we'll talk about it again tomorrow a
Starts
little
about
bit.
1 o'clock in the afternoon, and you want to go down to a lot of good food and a lot of fun stuff happening right there in Surfside.
Right, absolutely. Let's talk about today. Today is Monday, and it is March the 5th, and it is Mother-in-Law Day. So if you have a mother-in-law, go tell her happy day.
That's
I
right.
guess.
That's right. And it's also Healing from the Inside Day.
Oh, I like that.
Hey, I like that one. You like that?
I like that one.
All right.
Yeah,
I didn't
all
make
right.
that up either.
Let's talk about birthdays today. Go for it.
1971, Sarah Evans. She's 48. She's a country singer. Her 1998 album, No Place That Far. And she's won numerous awards for her music.
All right, 1983, Vanessa Russo, 36 years old, known as Lady Maverick, professional poker player. During her career, she has won $3.5 million.
Woo, man. 1989, Jeremy Sumpter. He's 29. Starred in the 2003 film Peter Pan. And Soul Surfer won Preteen Model of the Year before his fame.
Okay, today in history, you want to do it?
I got to do it. I got to do it. 1960, Elvis Presley was honorably discharged from the Army, and he didn't do like a lot of people that ran away. Elvis went when they called him.
All right, 1963, Patsy Cline, Cowboy Copas, and the Hawkins. I can never say it right.
That's all
They
right.
died in a plane crash near Nashville, Tennessee.
And Patsy Cline was buried in a gold-plated coffin.
Was she?
Yes, she was.
I learned so much from
All right,
you.
from the Know It All department today, let's check it out. What do you think is the most annoying word? You know, the word right now. This was come out in a survey.
Most annoying
Yeah.
word?
What do you think it is? Whatever. You got to think about that. Whatever.
Whatever.
A U.S.
Yeah.
poll indicated that whatever was the most annoying word for 8 years in a row. How'd you like that?
Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever. That's it from the Know It All department today. A great show lined up. A lot of fun stuff coming your way.
That's right. We'll be right back.
You got to go.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, when it comes to learning about bees, the Blackwater Beekeepers Association is who you need to talk to. They can help you learn about all the things you need to know, facts about bees, and why they're so crucial to our environment.
That's right. Stan's here with us now. And Stan, you've got that on. Do you have any bees in your pocket or anything?
I'm not going to tell you.
You're not going to tell me.
It's going to be a nice surprise.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Tell me how the interview goes. We'll let them out or not.
All right. You can go ahead and take your hat off.
Yeah,
if
you
want
can take
to.
that
There
off.
you go, my friend.
All right, first of all, I want to know, Stan, a little bit about the Blackwater Beekeepers Association. What do you guys do?
We've been around for quite a while, and what we do is we educate. That's what we're after. We're trying to make sure that people who want to get involved in beekeeping get educated. And the biggest problem that we're facing today, 30 years ago, beekeeping wasn't such a problem, but today it's more of a problem because of the issues with mostly a parasitic mite that attacks the bees. Obviously, there are environmental considerations such as pesticides and other things, but you're not going to have the ease of beekeeping like you did back then. There are a tremendous amount of products that are produced from bees, but the most important thing is to remember is that bees help produce our food. If we don't have bees, we don't have on flowers that regenerate, and we don't have food. So
Yep.
those are big deals.
And I don't think people really realize that fully, why bees are so important. They think, oh, bees are kind of annoying. They make some honey. Who really cares
Annoying?
after that? I'm saying
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what,
they can
hold
be.
on, that's what people say.
Yeah, I
that's
know.
what people say, but that's not actually reality. They're crucial to our environment and, like you said, food. Tell us a little bit more about that.
As far as food, you look at a lot of people get involved for beekeeping for the honey because they think it's going to be real profitable. But it takes a few years for it to generate enough honey so that you can really market it. Having bees around, you have more products. Obviously, people in the environment on South Carolina need bees for their vegetables.
Yes.
If you don't have bees in the environment, your vegetable crop will be very poor. Many of the vegetable growers hire beekeepers to bring their bees in so that they have their vegetables pollinated. And it's a big deal. There aren't very many feral bees, that is the wild bees today, because of the environmental issues. We spray now for mosquitoes. That wipes out the bee population at all as well. So you have a lot of considerations taking place. If you go to a supermarket, you'd be surprised how many pollinators are necessary for these great products
in
to
there.
look.
Sure.
Stuff you find.
Just pretty
Somebody
much.
wants to get in touch with the Beekeepers Association or even join and
Right
learn
there.
more, they can go to this website, correct,
They
Stan?
sure can.
All
Absolutely. That's where we want to direct them to, because they can get most of the information there. And I think that rather than talking about specifics, you can go to the Beekeeping Association
And learn all
and
about
know
it.
all about it.
All right.
Absolutely.
Stan, thank
Stan,
you, buddy. I
thanks for being
appreciate
with
it.
us.
Not-
Thank you.
Really
God bless.
appreciate
Appreciate it.
All right. Stick around. We'll be back with more.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, now we've got a surfing champion on the board. What do you mean he's a little older guy? Hey, older people can be a surfing champion too. What do you mean?
He said he's going to teach you how to surf. That's right. All right, first I want to know a little about, you've been in Myrtle Beach for how long, and how long have you been surfing?
I came here originally in 1975 and went to coastal Carolina, and then I joined the Marine Corps for 12 years, and then I moved to Ohio for 20 years. Wow. But I've been back living here since then, retired here.
All right, now, let me read. 6-time winner of the Triple Crown of Surfing. Let's see, 2000 World Tour Surfing Champion.
Very
I mean,
cool.
those are pretty big numbers there, buddy.
Those are, but you left a key word out of there, and it's military. I was a military national surfing champion.
Oh, that was the military, okay.
Very cool. Hey, look.
Yeah, he's looking at some stuff
that.
now.
Oh, look at that.
He's catching a couple of little small waves.
How did you learn to surf? That's what I want to know. Who taught you to surf?
Moved to Hawaiian Islands, and I just sat on the beach and watched everybody surfing and had to try it out myself.
And you just returned from Hawaii. What were you there for?
I just came back 3 days ago for Buffalo's Big Board Surfing Classic for the 42nd year. I go back every year, and I'm the master of ceremonies at their contest.
Well, that's pretty good. Now, hey, let's do this. We got to talk about this. Hawaii 5-0. You did an appearance in that.
With
in the old one.
The original Jack Lord.
That's right.
Very cool.
And James MacArthur.
That's true. That is true.
And
they're back on now in reruns. Plus, there's a new Hawaii 5-0 out.
I got killed once or twice on camera.
Did you? Well, that's pretty good. Now, you still surf a lot? How often do you surf?
I still surf every day if we have waves. I monitor the surf, and I started Dunes Club Surf Club. So we get together out at Dunes Club and surf every day we have waves.
All right. Now, you don't mind if I tell them how old you are, do you?
No, not at all.
He's 67 years old, and he's surfing every day.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Fantastic.
That is so neat, though. And they bring you back for master ceremonies in Hawaii.
Yes.
Very cool.
That is so neat.
Yeah, really neat. And something, I mean, it sounds like you just have a great passion for surfing. That's your deal. How do you feel when you're in the water? That's what I want to know.
It's basically a lifestyle for all of us.
Right.
And your wife asked you before you left home. He told me this. She said, "Don't you need to dress up?" He said, "I'm a surfer."
Of
You
course
dressed
I don't.
perfect. That's what you did. Kelly,
Fantastic.
we appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you.
Being with us.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. And
All right.
Keep on surfing. Stay
Don't
where you
go
are.
anywhere.
All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, talking about the Theater of the Republic right over there in Conway. Tim is with us today, and I'm telling you, always a great production coming out of there.
Oh, you better believe it. Hunchback of Notre Dame is on right now. Tim's
right.
going to talk a little bit about it, and I think he has a few vacancies right now.
Right. We got our last weekend coming up. It's one of the most beautiful shows we've ever done. The audience are loving it, and we got shows on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the whole show is about the Hunchback of Notre Dame, but we also have the Carolina Master Chorale. So you come into our theater, it literally turns into a cathedral. So it's like, you know, it's beautiful. We have probably about a cast of over 80 involved in the show. And so far we got rave reviews on it. So there are a few tickets left for this weekend. I hope you guys will come see it. It's beautiful. But the big thing is after we close on Sunday, Then the following Sunday down at the 18th at the Beach Church, we're doing a special concert version, which is a fundraiser for the Carolina Master Chorale, and it'll be the entire 80-piece choir, plus our entire cast in costumes with videos and specials, and it's going to be something. The music is very classic, beautiful. It's not your typical, it's not the cartoon Hunchback. It's a very serious show, and the story talks about accepting people, and it's very true today. It's just, you can see with the church and the power, there's just a lot going on in this story.
Now you're talking about 80 people in this thing.
Yes, there'll be, yes. When we do Beach Church, there's the Carolina Mass Chorale is 80 singers.
Yeah.
And they're all in gray robes with hoods and candles. Right. And then our cast is around 40.
Okay.
So, and they're going to be in their costumes, and then they have, Beach Church has large screens. Yeah. So we projecting the bells and the arches and all that. And when the Hunchback comes out, there'll be
that'll be really good.
Wow.
Yeah, and it'll be, if you don't, Tim Cook is brilliant with his choir, and we just do wonderful things at the theater. So we have some great things in this town, and I just wish we can get more people there to see it and come check it out.
It's a great production,
How can people get tickets through Beach Church or through the theater for that
The best way to go to theaterrepublic.com or tor.biz, and you can get both sets of tickets to either one. And if you can come to both shows, it's going to be totally different. So the music will be the same, but you're going to get a different experience with it.
All right, now what's coming up next after Hunchback
and then we were going to be doing Memphis, but unfortunately we couldn't cast it. In live theater it happens. So we're going to go from Memphis up to Brooklyn. And Brooklyn is it's called Brooklyn the Musical, and it's about a bunch of street vendors who tell a story about a daughter who lost her father, and all she can remember is a song, and she goes through life searching for his father, and it's a beautiful story.
So that's the next one.
Yes, that's a great story. Yes.
Tim, we always thank you for being here. If you've never been to a production, you've got to go because it's great. I really enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Support the arts.
All right, absolutely, 100%. We'll be right back.
All right, we're talking Ducks Unlimited. Coming up, Florence Ducks Unlimited is set for this Friday. Dave's here to talk a little more about it.
That's right. All right, let's hear. So you're going to have live silent auctions. What's going on for this event?
This is our annual oyster roast. It's going to be at Florence Unlimited Tech in the SIMT building.
We'll have oysters. We'll have a low country boil. It's $65 a person to get in the door, $90 for a couple. We'll have firearms. We'll have duck stuff. We'll have an open bar. We'll have about 400 or 500 people there. It's a huge event for us.
Now, when you say behind the Tech College, it's the road that runs beside it. Go back to the back.
That's right.
The big building if you've never been there before.
Industrial manufacturing.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And you got a chance now to win some nice guns and what else?
Oh, guns and camo stuff and duck decoys and cups
anything
and
you can think of.
coolers and there will be about $15,000 worth of prizes.
Wow, oh my goodness. Now, for people who don't know what Ducks Unlimited is or what you guys do to protect, tell us a little bit about it.
Everybody thinks we're a hunting club,
right?
And we're not.
Nope.
Ducks Unlimited is nothing about hunting. It's about conservation. In the last 5 years, we've raised over $2 billion for conservation throughout the United States. In South Carolina, we've recently conserved our 200,000 acres in South Carolina, which is huge.
That is.
Our kids, your grandkids will have some place to go in and view wildlife.
Yeah,
that is
cool.
amazing. A lot of people. I've had people ask me what kind of hunting club is Ducks Unlimited.
No, exactly, and that's why I asked that question because they needs to be clarified because conservation of these areas is really important.
That's right. That's right. We don't sell hunting license or hunting memberships or club memberships. It's nothing but about raising money, and all of that money goes for conservation. 85% of every dollar raised by DU goes directly to conservation. 15%.
And it's a fun event, open to women, kids, everybody.
We have just as many women and kids as we do adult men. So
I love it. It's a family. It's a family thing.
It's a family thing.
All right. So tell us what times it's starting. What people they need to get tickets ahead of time, or how does that work?
They can buy tickets ahead of time online. They can go to ducks.org. Click on South Carolina, click on events, and it'll take you right to a link to order tickets. You can buy tickets at the door, or you can call and reserve them. You can call us at Floods, and we'll reserve tickets and stuff for you.
All right, that's Floods over in Florence. Dave, thank you, buddy. We appreciate it.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for being here.
Got you a little DU pen from South Carolina.
Look at that.
How about that?
Thank
DU
you.
pen. I like that. Thank you,
I like
my
it
friend.
too.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate
nice
it.
to see
Appreciate
you.
y'all for having us on.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. I've been doing television for 45 years, and I've done a lot of different things, but let me tell you, I really love doing Carolina and Company Live. Every day it's something different. We're talking about things in the PD area, we're talking about the Grand Strand, and we're talking about North Carolina. And I've worked with a lot of people over the years, but working with Amanda is great. We really click together. If I can start talking and saying something, she'll finish it up. That's how good we work together. How much longer am I going to be working? Well, I hope Amanda and I are working together for a long time doing Carolina and Company Live.
All right. How would you think today's show went? Good?
I think the show went good today.
I do too.
I'm
think it
not
was a
kidding.
great
I mean,
show.
it's just fun. The show changes every day. Something neat, and people watching learn something.
Well, I think so
including
too.
me.
That's right. And I loved having Kelly on about surfing. I think it's so neat to have people on talk about what they've been doing for a long, long time, especially in this area. Very cool.
Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. A brand new show, another show with all kinds of cool stuff.
That's right. We'll be back. Have a great afternoon.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.
And hello, everybody. It's Tuesday, and coming up in just a few minutes, the Grand Strand Humane Society is here with Pet of the Day.
That's right. You can adopt a furry new friend. And also the Boys and Girls Club. Guess what? They're building an in-house kitchen in their facilities here, but they need money to do so. They're having a fundraiser coming up at Fun Warehouse.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Also, we're also going to be talking about North Myrtle Beach Community Band and how CMC is involved in helping them. All that and a lot more coming up.
All that and more. We'll see you in a few minutes. Hey guys, it's a Wednesday, and guess what? We are headed back up to the Laurinburg, Scotland County area.